quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Manning's Giants going up against Dalton's Bengals. Now we'll go down to MetLife Stadium for this matchup.
Bengals Giants coming up on EA Sports. East Rutherford, New Jersey is the site for today's matchup. Down on the sidelines, there's the coach who has put together a Hall of Fame resume. The Giants head coach, Tom Coughlin. And on the other sideline, the man who really made his mark as a defensive coordinator for the Ravens in a season when they set the record for fewest points allowed, Marvin Lewis. And Brandon Tate is back deep here as he awaits the opening kickoff. And Josh Brown looks set now to kick it away. We're underway here. Jones got a chance to return this one. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. He was a 4-year starter at Texas Christian and has started every game he's played at the NFL level. He's Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton, this team loves his leadership skills. They like the fact that he's an accurate thrower, and to top it all off, a really good leader.
It's Bernard in the backfield. Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
Offside, defense.
That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count. First down at the 28. Dalton, handoff. Let's talk about the starters on offense. He was the first running back taken in the 2013 draft out of the University of North Carolina, Giovanni Bernard.
Everybody's looking for a running back like Bernard, a guy that can come in and run the draws, catch the screens, and do the little things to make big plays. And what a great year he had as a rookie in the NFL.
Jonathan Hankins gets to the quarterback.
Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there and sacks the quarterback.
The big sack pushes the offense into a very difficult 3rd down and 11. Dalton from the shotgun. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
The Bengals put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
They call on the punting unit, and that means Hubert. Harris got it now. Gains 14. And leading the Giants onto the field is quarterback Eli Manning, a 2-time Super Bowl winner, 2-time Super Bowl MVP.
Well, once again, Eli Manning takes the field. This guy has never missed a snap in his NFL career. Knows how to avoid trouble, doesn't take the big hits, and you give this guy time, he'll get it done.
Manning's going to take it from the gun. Launches it down the field. Harris has got the catch on the touch throw.
I always love it when all the experts say arm strength is overrated in the NFL. Well, tell me about that after that throw and catch.
the 16-yard line. Here they come.
First down here after the completion.
Manning from the shotgun. What a catch by Odell Beckham Jr.
One player to watch on that offense today, the electrifying wideout, Odell Beckham Jr.
It's amazing the fame and everything that came his way, and rightly so. Just from the games he played last year, he was a force and one of the best talents I've seen come in the NFL in a long time.
Coming up to the line at the 13-yard line.
The Giants come out at a 2 tight end set. Third down and 7.
Jones is there that time for the tackle.
The offense is still on the field right now. Fourth down, and they'll need to pick up 2.
Jennings got him on the handle. Jennings met after a gain of 3.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Ready to take the snap at the 4. No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Picks up about 2. Setting now the defensive lineups. You've got to begin with Geno Atkins. Such a huge wrecking ball presence on that defensive front.
Unfortunately for Geno Atkins, his 2013 season was cut.
Power surge. Touchdown.
That's a big way to get the momentum in your favor with that touchdown, Phil.
Yeah, nothing like it. Midway through the first quarter, you're on top of the other team, and you just feel like, hey, we got things under control, and you're putting pressure on the opposition to go out there and try to make something happen.
The Giants lined up now for the point after. Extra point is good. Manning's going to look on now from the sidelines. That last drive, he contributed more than 50 yards in the air.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick.
Tate will take this one. The Bengals offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive. A quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive. They got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
As we take a look at this defense, he is one player who can totally change the course of a game, and I'm talking about Jason Pierre-Paul.
And Jim, he's one of those defensive players. On the offensive side, you always have to know where he is lined up, because if he gets one-on-one situations, he can get the job done and get to the quarterback.
Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
Well, with his third long early in the game, as a quarterback, as an offense, you just be very careful in this situation and just try not to make a big mistake.
It's third down coming up.
The Bengals get set in the line, needing to get to the 38 for a first. Andy Dalton in the shotgun formation. On target with Tyler Eifert. That's his first reception today.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Dalton's back in shotgun formation. Jumps into the air and pulls it down.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
2nd and 4. Takes it on the counter. They'll mark him at the 46.
Bernard's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
3rd down and 3. Looking across the middle and off the mark on that short throw. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Giants take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate? I think that's the hardest pass a defensive back has to defend. The long throws down the field. You have to wait till the last second to make your play. That time the defensive back did it. What a play.
Manning's running away from the pressure. And they can't connect.
Manage the football game. That's what you have to do as a quarterback. You're winning a close game and it's 3rd and long. Well, manage it. Know what to do. Don't force the play here. If it's not there, throw it away and just punt the football.
Looking long. Could have been intercepted.
The Giants don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
The fake is on, and they're looking to pick up the first. Going for the deep ball. Intercepted.
Well, anytime you run a fake punt and you let somebody throw the football besides the quarterback, even though the play is there and everybody's wide open, you still have a chance of not making it work. Why? Because the guy throwing it is not an NFL quarterback.
That's a tackle at the 48.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
2nd down and 6. They'll go ground. And Bernard is brought down.
Bernard's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
3rd and 2. Here's the handoff. That is a strong eye. This defense off to a terrific start.
Well, they called 3rd down the money down because you try to keep drives going. And right now the defense has all the money because they're the ones getting it done.
The Bengals have it at the 44. The Bengals turn the ball over on downs.
Receivers open coming across the field, but sometimes these short throws are tough, and the quarterback throws it too far in front.
The Giants retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story.
The Giants have it at the 44. Manning's done that. Wraps up the quarterback. The first quarter is behind us, and we'll step aside as you watch the NFL on EA Sports.
Snickers, you're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Welcome back to the action. Today, it's been all about the defenses. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
Manning's athletic enough to get out of the pocket. That's a really good job by him. But you have to give the defense a lot of credit. They shut down all the receivers.
Manning going to try to scramble now. Tough catch.
Well, this guy can do it all, can he? He gets out of trouble by scrambling and then on the run, able to throw the football accurately and down the field, and he gets a big completion.
Only 20 yards to the end zone.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
Beckham's got the grab on the touch pass.
The Giants understand just get whatever yards you can every time you run a play. That's what they do that time. It's a short completion, but look what position it puts them here. In on third down, this is something they can handle.
And Jennings handed the football. Jennings met after a gain of 8.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
First and goal. In his hands, complete, touchdown. They continue to pour it on early in the second quarter with yet another touchdown here, Phil.
Well, I hope the defense learned a little something on that drive. The way they are playing is not working. So you are allowed to blitz in this league. You can take a chance. That's what I suggest. Get after it, be more aggressive, and blitz that offense.
Add the extra point. The kick is good.
Josh Brown about to boot it down the field. Jones is going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense getting ready to start this drive. I'm sure they're having a hard time letting go of what happened last time when they had the football across midfield and field goal range and failed to come away with any points.
Look, I like the fact that they went forward on fourth.
Ball is out, and the defense has it. Going to take it home for the touchdown.
What a deflating play for the offense. The defense picks up the fumble, takes it not only for a touchdown, but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the offense lose its confidence. They're going to have a hard time coming back out on the field and making it happen.
The Giants lined up now for the point after. It's good. The Bengals are getting ready for the return. And can they return to a competitive state in this one as the game is starting to get out of hand? The score's 21-0. Jones is going to run this one out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Giants defense is having a field day so far. They've been ready for just about anything the offense has tried. A very impressive display here, partner.
Jim, they are whooping tail on the defensive side. That's the cleanest way I can say it. They have been fun to watch, dominating physically, and they got a shutout going.
The Giants with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. The Bengals take it from the 23. Dalton over to Eifert.
There is nothing like having a great tight end on your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league now.
First down at the 36. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line. Right now, this is a team that trails. And they know that they have nothing if they don't have a rushing attack. The numbers are just dreadful. They're going to have to get a spark from the rushing attack the rest of the way if they're going to get back into it.
We talk so much about throwing the football, scoring, doing all these things that are pretty for the fans, and we all want to see it. But the NFL always comes down, who is the most physical is the one that wins the game, and they're not being physical enough on the offensive side.
Third down now. And with no options, he goes ahead and throws it away. Kevin Huber being called on now for the punt. Harris has got it at the 17. Picks up 8 here. The Giants' offense was pretty anemic in the early stages, but suddenly explosive here in quarter number 2.
Wow, have they been ever. Just turned everything around. It's just good play, good hustle, and execution by everybody on the offensive side.
Manning's taking off. And it's knocked down.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
2nd and 10. Launching it deep. Beckham's got it on a pass that had something taken off of it.
Eli Manning, when you talk about this Giant offense, to me it's about downfield throws. They do it a lot, and they're good at it. Nice throw by Eli Manning.
They come to the line, and it's first down. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Manning's got it in the gun. Second down after the incompletion. Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Beckham's got the catch on the touch throw. That's his 5th catch of the day. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
The Giants, they believe in their offense. They know once they get inside the red zone, they can run or throw. That time they run the football, and it picks up some good solid yards. Great job by the offensive line.
The margin is increased with another touchdown. Amazing execution midway in the second quarter as they're pulling away.
Yeah, I've been so impressed what they've been doing on both sides of the football here today. And the coach has got to be so happy with what they see from their players. They're executing the plays just as they drew them up.
The point after is good. The Bengals have been flat out manhandled so far.
Perhaps their special teams unit can change the momentum of this one. They need something to go their way. The score's 28-0.
Jones going to test the coverage this time.
And a flag comes out.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
It's an illegal block in the back, and they now will be backed up some yardage.
Yes, always remember as a blocker, you need to get your head in front of the defender, and you've got to get your front shoulder in front also. Make it legal. The Bengals offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Second down and 11. And give that reception to A.J. Green.
The Bengals do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes third down much easier.
Third down. The Bengals will line up the first down markers right at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Dalton.
And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down. I think you have to hand it to the front seven, Phil. Whether it's the schemes, the calls they're making at the line of scrimmage, whatever. They played an almost flawless first half of football.
They sure did. And when you talk about defense, it always comes down to the front seven. They got to stop the run, and can they pressure the passer? If you do those two things, those defensive backs, trust me, they're going to play well, and it's been an outstanding effort by the defense so far.
Harris from the 28.
Harris is able to show off his talent on that punt return that time. What speed and quickness that allows him to break through some of that coverage and picks up good yards.
All right, the defense now takes the field, and they have so far underperformed here in the first half.
The number one thing you always expect and want out of your defense is effort, and we have not seen that so far today.
First down at the 48. Manning's going to take off with it. And he reaches out and makes the catch. One-handed, no less. The Giants are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil. Manning's on fire.
It's an awesome feeling as a quarterback to be in rhythm, to get people open and have time to throw the football down the field. That's why they're winning, Jim. You said it right. The quarterback is hot.
This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning. First and 10. Manning's looking to go down the field here. 2-minute warning. We're back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning in the first half. The Bengals lined up in the nickel. The Giants snap it at the 36. Looking to go deep. Great grab there. Snags it with one hand. Phil, that's one of the best one-handed catches we've seen all year, isn't it?
Jim, that's one of the best. You don't see many this outstanding in these wide receivers. If they can't get two hands on the football, they've taught themselves over time just to go up is stretch as far as they can and get that one hand on it, and it is amazing how many times they make the catch.
Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. Breaking huddle at the 4. Second and goal from the 4.
Touchdown. They're just running it up.
Nearing the half, and this one is a laugher.
Oh, well, yeah, one team's pretty happy about it, but how about on the losing end of it? How would you feel like to be being blown out here right before halftime? It's a terrible feeling, and I don't know if you can regroup in the second half.
Makes the PAT.
The Bengals will have plenty of work to do in the second half, but they want to try and cut into the lead here before the intermission. The score's 35-0.
Tate will test the coverage. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Bengals offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Well, Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the player.
And he's taken down.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
The Giants' defense now is going to go nickel. He'll take the snap from the gun. Trying to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete.
You got to be smart on the defensive side now here, 3rd and long. Be a little careful. Maybe give up a short pass or a short run. And if they throw it short, make sure you come up and make the tackle.
Takes it out of the eye. Phil, we talked to the coordinator yesterday. He thought he had a good game plan for this offense, but obviously at halftime it's going to be back to the drawing board.
Jim, I like the thought process they've had out here in the game so far, but the players are just not executing. They're making really simple, silly mistakes. If they stop doing that, I think they can start making some good plays and get down the field and score some.
Shaw's in on the tackle. That return's good for about 16.
The Giants know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
This will most likely be the final play before the half ends.
And gains about 1. Mercifully, the first half has come to an end. We have a blowout on our hands here today. Larry is coming up with some very one-sided highlights. The second half of this lopsided affair is underway. Ducks out of bounds. The Bengals defense finds themselves trailing here, Phil, but a stop right out of the box to start the second half could swing the momentum for their side.
It could, Jim. You know, at halftime when your team is losing, usually on the offensive side, they're going, okay, guys, let's do this and that. On the defensive side, it's all about yelling, give us more energy, play harder, be tougher. So that's what I expect from the defense right here.
Beckham's been option 1, 2, and 3 on offense today, Phil, as he just keeps piling up receptions at the wideout position.
Jim, he just has that special skill. He knows how to get open, and the quarterback is putting the football on the money.
The blowout continues. Another touchdown. This team looks possessed coming out of the half and extending the large lead.
Yeah, they are playing with some serious fire in the belly. No question about that. I love just the attitude. They're being so aggressive on the offensive side with their play by the offensive line and the play calling by the coach.
Beckham is over on the sidelines, probably still getting some praise for that last drive. He had over 70 yards receiving on that scoring drive.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick.
And as he takes a knee, Dalton will now bring the offense onto the field.
The Bengals have gone from bad to worse after an ugly first half. There's nothing here to shine in the second half either.
Have you ever had a situation like this where it's just really gone all against you and nothing goes right and you just were absolutely awful?
Every week I work with you.
Oh, there we go. Bingo. Man, you smashed that one out of the park.
First down at the 20. To the ground. And Bernard is brought down. That's going to be a pickup of about 5.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Bengals will take the snap from the 25. And he's tackled down after picking up the first. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Dalton set, empty backfield. They'll go shotgun here. He'll throw it over the middle. Jones is marked down after a gain of 4.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
That's 2nd down coming up. Bernard lines up as the single back here. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line. Now they're playing from behind. And they have an offense that's been shut down, at least when it comes to the ground game.
Well, it's hard to win football games in the NFL when you're one-dimensional. But right now, I think you've got to throw the football. The defensive line, maybe they're tired. They can't get to the quarterback. And maybe that could give you a chance to win.
3rd down and 4. The quarterback taken down by Hankins. The offensive futility continues for this team out of the half. Even at this relatively early stage of the game, they are running out of time to get back into the game.
Yeah, they are. We're seeing a trend here, right? And that is the offense is awful. That's what it is. I don't know what they're going to do to get out of this funk. You know what? The other team is just better than they are here today.
Harris got it on the return. Shaw's in on the tackle. And a run back of about 16.
The Giants love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
When one quarterback plays well and the other doesn't, that can lead to a pretty one-sided affair like we've had here today.
Yeah, it has been one-sided, but look, there's always reasons why a quarterback plays well or doesn't, Jim. It truly is a team game on the offensive side, and the good numbers come from the offensive line that played well, and the bad numbers.
In stride, and he's home for the touchdown. This is going to be a true statement win for them today.
They are serving notice to the rest of the NFL that this is what they want to do the rest of the year. And that is be sharp on offense, be physical on defense, and this is what can happen. You can win in a blowout.
The Giants getting set for the extra point. And the point after is good. Josh Brown about to boot it down the field.
Tate won't test the coverage here as he takes a knee. The Bengals offense has been nowhere in sight here for quite a while. 3 consecutive drives that have come away empty. What about it, Phil?
That is the old phrase, MIA. They are definitely missing in action because there's no action on the offensive side. It's time for the quarterback to call the right plays and help his team out and get this thing moving.
2nd and 4 following the run.
Boy, there's nothing like a draw play. It just catches the defense by surprise, and running backs, they love it because they know they have a chance to get some easy yards.
Dalton delivers it to Bernard.
He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The football sits at the 42-yard line.
This play set up by the long gainer. The give. John Beeson brings him down.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8.
Here's the handoff and no running. Rock for a loss on that play.
The Bengals, they run the football on 2nd down because they want to get 3rd and manageable. If you do that, there's many plays to choose from on the offensive side. But now you got 3rd and long, and that list is shrunk down to just a couple plays you can call in this situation.
Loss of 3 on the play. Phil, this team has been menaced all game long on 3rd down. They cannot figure out a way to pick up a first.
Well, listen, I can't figure out what menaced means. I got to start bringing a dictionary with me to the games I'm doing with you. You throw out all these big words, but if you mean they've been bad, then I agree.
This punt will not be returned. It will never see the field of play as it sails out of bounds. The Giants clearly were not content just to play it safe down the stretch. As Phil, they've opened up the lead since halftime.
I like what the offensive line is doing. They got in at halftime, got a little rest, got them something cold to drink, and they've come out here and they are tearing it up.
3-step drop. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
2nd down and 10.
Manning's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. 9th catch today so far.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
Manning's completion percentage, 60% on the day. There's a flag right there. Very nearly intercepted.
Holding. Defense.
First down on the way. Eli Manning will take it from the center here. And now he'll take off. Snatches it with one hand.
What must it be like to be able to go down there and make a play like that? How about it? One-handed catch? That was special.
1st and 10. Almost intercepted.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
The Giants come out with a split backfield.
2nd and 10. And Jennings is brought down. Give him a couple of yards.
Jennings is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
3rd and 8. Manning's going to scramble. No stopping him now. That's a touchdown.
We're late 3rd, Phil, and kind of like looking at you. This game is getting uglier by the minute.
Wow, you know, and everybody says you're a nice guy. Now, see, you say things like that, and you just ruin your reputation as a man of the people. Heck. Oh, well, you know, Jim, sometimes you got to say mean things. This game has been mean, too. One team is getting blown out.
The Giants setting up here for the kickoff.
Jones taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Giants defense right now is the story of this game, Phil.
Yeah, and it's been a short story because the offense can do nothing against what they're doing. They are being physically dominant. The defensive coordinator, he's had a great day calling plays, and the defensive players taking advantage of it. Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Going for the home run.
Catch made by A.J. Green.
That's another reception. Give him 2.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
And this goes incomplete as he was looking over the middle.
At the 33.
Second down and 10. Set up screen to Bernard. He's into the open.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Almost intercepted that time.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
The Giants with a nickel look here on defense.
2nd and 10.
And it's a hookup with Marvin Jones. We head to the 4th quarter, and both of these teams are looking to just stay healthy. And my man, Phil Simms, is looking for a way to escape early to the airport. We've got a blowout. We're back after this. We're heading to the 4th quarter in what has been a completely one-sided affair. I'd ask if a comeback is possible, but when it's this margin, Phil, I'm a realist.
You are a realist, Jim, and you know when you're behind, like you are a lot of times when we play golf, by the 14th or 15th hole, you know it's over, but we finish it out, and you know what, same here in this football game, they got to go ahead and finish this game out. Well, that'll make you feel a little better, finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score, just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. Pierre Paul's the one who made the big stop.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Third and goal at the 5. Stands in the pocket. And Dalton's pass will go incomplete. A short field goal try on the way. The kick is good.
That was a nice long drive by the offense that time, and it stalls out. But good job by the kicker coming in and putting 3 points on the board.
Harris elects to run it out. And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Giants ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone mainly through the air.
Yeah, they did it through the air. They got good protection. You know, we love what the quarterback is doing, but how about the wide receivers and everybody catching the football, separating from the defender, and they're getting some easy throw and catches out there.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Jennings going to secure the handoff. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the 2nd half, picking up that 1st down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those 1st downs.
Manning going to try to scramble now. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Quick drop back. Manning's on the move. One-handed. Makes the grab. One-handed catches, Phil, are becoming a thing of art.
Well, they practice it now, Jim. I think as they're growing up, you see them practice it out on playgrounds when they're in practice, and they come out here in the game, and they just make it happen. That is really, truly an incredible one-handed catch. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
He'll pick up 7 this time. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Well, for all you talk show people and fans, if they score here, it's not running up to score. The defense, you're supposed to stop them. Hang in there and play tough and get it done.
He'll get it again. Touchdown, New York Giants. And Jennings' 2nd touchdown of the game. Phil, I felt like I could have said this in the 1st quarter instead of waiting until midway through the 4th, but this game is over.
It is, Jim, yeah, the way you said it is, there's a finality to it, no question. And the losing in, the coaches, the players, they got to go back. They got to do a lot of soul searching because this was one pitiful effort.
He made it. The Bengals are ready to return the kick. Jones got it on the return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Bengals are getting their offense geared up here. It's going to be interesting to see, Phil, how they react, because I know there was a letdown the last time they had it. They kept the ball for a long time. They picked up a whole ton of yardage, but ended up with only a field goal. So let's see how they'll react now.
Jim, I think you're right.
That ball has been picked off. He's brought to a halt. It's not getting any better for the offense here late in this game, as now they get picked off.
The frustration and the bad play just continues. And, you know, it's so bad the coach can't even yell at the players. All you can do is pat them on the head and encourage them to keep trying. This offense has been spectacular today, Jim. Here they are in the red zone again. Hey, listen, if I was them, I'd go ahead and try to score.
2nd and 6. Fells with the reception. And that's a gain of 9.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
Manning's completion percentage, 60%. Draper Patrick with the pick. Tackles made. They could have used a few more of those plays earlier, partner. As it stands here in the 4th, it's way too late for them to turn things around.
Yeah, it's been a bad day for everything on the football team. The defense has had a rough day. Yeah, that interception helps a little bit. But here comes the offense on the field, and they have had an awful day.
The Bengals offense back on the field as this game has turned into just a big mess, Bill, as no one seems to be able to hold on to the football.
Nobody can hold on to the football. The play is sloppy. The calling of the plays has also been, I think, a little sloppy. Give these guys a better chance to make some positive plays.
2nd down coming up. Dalton's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The reception by Tyler Eifert. Brought down at the 32.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
1st down and 10. Gets about 9 on the play. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Well, when you have a successful draw play, a lot of times it's up to the quarterback. As he's dropping back, if he holds that football up and makes everybody think it's a pass, it works. Then when he hands it to the running back, look out.
And looking underneath, this will go incomplete. Now, looking at 3rd down. Out of the gun. And that'll probably go as a drop.
The Bengals know to win in the NFL, you got to pick up 3rd downs. It doesn't matter how you do it. 3rd and short, they go with the pass. Not executed very well. Now it's 4th down.
And a touchback.
The Giants were moving the football the last time they had it, only to give the football away on the pick. Let's see how they do it this time.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough situation for the offense. You get a little confidence and you're moving the football, and then the turnover just changes everything. So you got to find a way to get your confidence going again.
Jennings tackled right at the 28.
Well, you can't knock them all down, and sometimes the running back has just got to break a tackle. Good job that time.
Jennings lined up as the single back. And Jennings taking the handoff. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. Now 1st and 10. Manning's running away from the pressure. And that's a gain of 9. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just 2 minutes left in this one. We're back now for the end of the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 1. Manning's on the move. Jumps up and hauls it in. The Giants are in front thanks to their quarterback. Manning's done everything he can to keep his team on top.
He has been so efficient here today. Very smart making decisions. And when you put those two things together, that's why your football team is winning. Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
The Giants take it from the 38.
The catch is made by Daniel Fells.
That's reception number 4 for him.
The Giants do a good job that time on second down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them. Third and short.
Manning's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
It's a good job that time by the defense on third down. Find a way to get off the field. The defender found the way, knocked that pass down.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good. Phil, I know a lot of fans get upset and say, why are they tacking on 3 points? What do you expect them to do right now? They go ahead and, don't go for it. They go ahead and kick the field goal. I don't think anybody's insulted by that.
Not at all, Jim. It's not the coach's job to help the other team. You just do your job, and if the other team wants to stop you and keep you from scoring points, then play better defense.
The Bengals head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue of trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad, and you don't want to get anybody hurt in this situation. All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
1st and 10. Mohamed Sanu is the receiver.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. The Giants come out in a dime package. 380. Dalton will take it from the gun. Makes the catch. And as he's taken down, that's going to seal it, as they will not get another playoff in time.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.